Okay, guys, thanks for joining me for another Read Aloud. Thanks again to Scholastic for giving teachers the awesome opportunity to share these read alouds with you during this time of school closure. They give us free permission to share it with you, and I thank them for that. This book is probably my favorite in the Elephant and Piggy series, although I love a ton of them. It's one of the first ones I ever read to my kids. I can quote it almost from heart. It's called A Big Guy Took My Ball. Gerald! I found a ball, and it was so fun. And then a big guy came and he took my ball. Why do you think I knew to shout there? There's two different clues. Look at the size of the text. And look at poor Piggy. It would be weird if I said, he took my ball. Right? You got to get loud and sad. I am so upset. Look at his little broken heart. That is not good. That is not right. Big guys have all the fun. What about the little guys? And I knew to say have all the fun with the emphasis, the oomph on all, because they use that fancy slanted print called italics. My kids have been learning about italics in class. Kind of gives you a clue as a reader, a good fluent reader, kind of puts an oomph on that word. Big guys have all the fun. What makes those big guys think they are so big? Their size? Well, I am big too. I will get your big ball from that big guy. Is he being a good friend? My hero. And there goes Elephant Gerald to go rescue the ball from the big guy. Here I go. Let's see how big this big guy is. Now, he's pretty confident, which is a character trait that means like believe in yourself, not worried at all, because elephants are pretty big, right? So he thinks, I'm going to go to this big guy. Let's see how big he really is. I'm going to get that ball back. Problem. Yay! That is a big guy. It's a whale. There he's backing away. His cheeks are pink. He's a little embarrassed because he went in like, I'm going to show him who's boss, and he's scared of the whale. The whale is much bigger. Did you get my ball back? That is a big guy. You did not say how big he was. He is very big. He is bigger than I am. Much bigger. I am smaller than he is. Much smaller. He is so biggity big. Gerald, you did not get my big ball back, did you? I did not. I like how he pauses. These are called ellipses. When there's ... and you take a pause, like you're about to say, I did not. And he looks kind of bashful or shy, a little bit embarrassed that he went out assuring Piggy, all but promising, I'll get that ball back, and here he came back and did not get it back. Excuse me? Thank you for finding my little ball. That is your ball? And you think it is little? Now, why would the whale think that ball is little?
Well, I am big. So big that no one will play with me. Little guys have all the fun.
Now, even though he is a physically big character, I used a quiet, sad voice because Mo Willems, the brilliant author and illustrator of this book, shrunk down the words to let me know that even though it's a big creature talking, he's kind of sad, and I should say it in a sad, calm voice. Big guy? There's those ellipses again telling me to pause. Would you like to play whale ball with us?
What is whale ball?
We do not know. We haven't made it up yet. How many of you guys play games that you make up and you make it up as you go? My two younger kids do that together. With a little help, there's the italics again, with the oomph, with a little help, we can all have
big fun.
They're playing whale ball. The elephant is shooting up water and shooting the ball over to Piggy, who's sitting on the water spout from the whale. And I didn't point this out the last time I read Elephant Piggy. If you love the pigeon books, and who doesn't love the pigeon books, the pigeon is hidden on the back page of every single Elephant and Piggy book. Sometimes it's easier to spot than others. Okay, so we talked about ellipses, ... As a fluent reader, you take a pause. We talked about, always in these books, perfect looking for visual cues on how to say it, how the size of the print matters, how it's fun to use different voices. When I read this to my kid, I always use that funny whale voice because of like Finding Nemo. And Dory always says she can speak whale, and it kind of sounded like that, and it's fun to read it that way. Kids laugh, and they're supposed to because it's funny. The last thing I'm going to talk about in here is something called making assumptions. And when you make an assumption, you assume something is correct. You don't have a lot of proof, but you kind of think and have a hunch. Assumptions can sometimes be spot on, correct, accurate, 100%. But sometimes when we make an assumption before we have all the facts and before all the evidence, we're wrong. And it's embarrassing to be wrong over something that we kind of rushed into making that decision. So he was wrong when he made the assumption that he was going to be bigger and tougher than the big guy. And then when he met the big guy, he felt foolish. And they were both wrong when they saw the size of the big guy. And they assumed because he was big that he was mean. And that certainly wasn't the case. In fact, Whale was sad. He was friendly and lonely and wanted a friend. And those assumptions had been hurting him. When we set aside the assumptions, we were able to make a friendship there. That's a big lesson from a little book. I hope you think about assumptions that you make, and I'll try to make assumptions that I make, and we'll be better people for it. All right, see ya.